Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. I'm Doug, and today for our first video of season 6, we're going to celebrate Valentine's Day by making a charcuterie board, and we're going to talk about some wine pairings. So hopefully you're going to stay tuned, and please show some love and give this video a like. And if you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. Okay, so welcome back. So now let's talk about how we're going to prepare our charcuterie board. Now, what is a charcuterie board? Well, a charcuterie board is basically a board that has meats and cheeses. It could have nuts, it could have vegetables, it could have fruit on it. And there's many different ways you can prepare it. You can get a big tray if you're having a big party. This is a smaller board that I'm using because it's only for me and Yvonne. So I'm just doing this small version for Valentine's Day. I got this board off of Amazon and I really like it. It's a great size. It also comes with these little, it has these little knives for the cheeses and little forks and spreads. And it also came with these little miniature, tiny little forks to get, certain cheeses and things like that and meats. So I really love that. It also came with these little ceramic bowls. So you might want to put, I don't know, jelly or honey, or you could just use little nuts, put nuts in there, but there's little sections here. This section over here, I don't know if you can see that. Let me hold it up. But this section right in here, this section is for crackers. So we're gonna add some crackers. But like I said, a charcuterie board has meats, cheeses, nuts, could have vegetables, could have fruit, and definitely has crackers or little wafers, things like that to munch on. And I just think it's a great little thing to make for Valentine's Day. Maybe it's something during the day that you want to do and have a little glass of wine. We're also going to talk about some wine pairings. What would go great with what types of cheeses and meats. So we're going to talk about that later on in the video. But let's prepare this charcuterie board first. So what do I want to put on this charcuterie board? It's really up to you. You're going to pick the cheeses you like. You're going to pick the meats that you like. The things that I picked here are things that Yvonne and I really love. So what do we have? So from the store, I got this garlic and herb soft spreadable cheese, Alouette. We got this at Target. These are really good. This is a great little cheese spread. It's kind of whipped, so really love this. So I'm gonna be planning on using that. We have brie. Of course, you gotta have brie, some spreadable cheese. So this is brie. This is a brie is a softened ripened cheese, if you didn't know. So I love that these come circular. This might be in the middle of our tray. I haven't decided yet because I also have these little ramekins. Now this has some chives cut up. So we're gonna be adding some chives to our charcuterie tray. This also is a little tiny bowl. I think I'm gonna use this for the olives. So we're gonna have some olives in here. And I found this little heart tray, this silver heart tray. Look how cute that is. Since it's Valentine's Day, I thought it'd be really nice to have in the middle. Or on the tray. So I haven't decided. I might put this off to the side, the heart here, maybe the brie right in the middle. Now you might say, well, that looks kind of full already with all those things on it. Well, I'm going to prepare it in such a way where it's gonna look really, really pretty. So we may not use this entire brie cheese on there. And that's another thing you wanna do. Maybe you don't wanna put out everything at once. You want to put out some, and then you could always replenish it and put more on. Some other things we have are some Italian dry salami. We have prosciutto. We got some prosciutto here. This is really awesome prosciutto ham. We're going to kind of fix that up really pretty. We're gonna roll that. We got some wafers, like I said, some little toast. And I also bought this. This is some Genoa salami that's wrapped with mozzarella cheese. Now you can buy salami, you can buy the mozzarella cheese, and you could roll it up yourself. But when I saw this, I thought, hey, it's already done. Saves me a little time. Another thing too, we have some Havarti cheese. Havarti, I love Havarti cheese. This one has dill in it. And then this one is just creamy Havarti. I also have liverwurst. Now, some people don't like liverwurst, but personally, I like liverwurst. I guess that's the German in me. But I like liverwurst, so I'm gonna have a little bit of that out. And so we're gonna start putting our little charcuterie tray together. All right, so stay with us. Okay, so since it's winter time, it's important to think about what kind of fruits you're going to put on your board. Since it's winter time, I'm gonna be using apples and grapes. If it's during the springtime or summertime, then you might wanna bring in your berries. But I'm just going to use this red delicious apple. I have washed it and I'm going to slice it fairly thin, not too thin, but fairly thin. And I am leaving the skin on because I just like the look of it. I think it looks really pretty stacked together. In fact, I'm going to cut them in half, and you can make little designs if you want. So I just kind of put two slits and putting this together like that. And you can add that to your tray. So we're gonna put that off to the side. Otherwise, I'm just gonna do some apple slices like this. So we're gonna use some apple. We have grapes already prepared and washed. Now for your prosciutto, these are very fragile. So what we wanna do is we're going to gently roll these up. I like to just roll these up like that. Can you see that? You can do designs. You might even try to make a rose, which I think maybe with the salami, we might try to make a rose out of it. But you can also do it with this prosciutto too. But I'm just going to roll them up. So we're just gonna do two at first since it's me and Yvonne. So I notice I'm not putting anything on the board yet. I'm just kind of fixing things up. We have some nuts. I have some pistachios and mixed nuts. I might use these little bowls for that. And I got some crackers, like I said. I also have these little pretzel crisps. Now, I love these pretzel crisps. Like this charcuterie board, as I said before, you can use whatever makes you happy, whatever you like. Okay, so we're going to continue. So what I put in this little bowl here is some fresh mozzarella that was in some oil and herbs. So I have that in this little bowl. And I'm going to put, I think I'm gonna put the Alouette garlic and herbs spreadable cheese right in the middle on this heart tray. So I'm just gonna do a scoop here. It's nicely seasoned, but I'm going to put, get a spoon. I'm gonna put it right in the middle. And like I said, you can always replenish it and add more to it. I just love that cheese, it's so good. I'm doing my cheeses, so I have that there. I'm gonna cut my brie into little wedges because you want different shapes. And don't forget, brie is a spreadable cheese too. So you can go with some hard cheeses, soft cheeses, medium. I always prefer mostly the soft. So I'm doing these little wedges here. I think those look cute. We have the Havarti. So I'm gonna cut those into little cubes. So I'm gonna do little cubes because you want different sizes. You want different shapes, different textures. It's just gonna add more interest to your charcuterie board. Charcuterie, everybody say charcuterie. All right, so we're gonna put, that was the one with the dill. This is the regular one. I'm just gonna do a few of the regular ones. This is the end. I just love picking on the cheeses as I'm making this. We got our little cubes. We have our wedges here. I'm putting it all on this board here so I can kind of see everything and figure out how I'm going to arrange it. So I have my brie, I have my spreadable cheese. I use the, this is the Havarti and the one with the dill, the Havarti with the dill. I have my mozzarella with the salami here. Got my nuts, all right. I got some, this is some honey for cheese that I got at Target. So that's gonna be on the board too. Got my crackers ready, everything looks good. All right, so now what I'm gonna do with my salami is, since it's Valentine's Day, I want it to look pretty, all right? So I'm gonna turn regular salami into a rose. So how am I gonna do that? Well, let's take a look. Okay, so I wanted to show you my salami, and the very first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the first one in half, like that. And then you want to just roll it, and you're going to roll it very small, just like that. Hopefully you can see that. Can you see that? And then we're gonna add this one, but you're going to put it where that flap is. You're just gonna lay it right on top. And then you're going to fold it this way and fold it that way. Can you see how it's already looking like a rose? And then we're gonna continue and just kind of place our salami here and wrap it. And then we're gonna get this one and wrap it this way. See how it's looking? It's looking like a rose. And we're gonna do this one. And then we're gonna do this one. Look how pretty that looks. Looks just like a rose. And so I want to cut the base, and we're gonna place this in this ramekin here. Have the chives in it. And I'm gonna add the extra salami pieces just floating around in this little ramekin, just like that. Let's do one more. And then we're gonna place this right in the middle there, so it looks like a flower. How pretty is that? Can you see the flower? I think that looks really pretty. So we're gonna have that right there on our tray too.
Okay, so now we're going to continue working on our charcuterie board. And as you can see on the board, I have my ramekin there with the salami roses. And then I'm also going to get my rolled up prosciutto. I'm going to put that on the board. I'll probably put that in the corner. And then just lay that on top of each other. And then I'm going to also open up some olives. I got these olives at Target, and they come in oil. There's green olives and black olives. It also has some of the pimento, I believe, in there, and some cheese, and it's in this oil. And so I'm just putting that in that little ceramic bowl there just to nibble on. So next I want to get my brie wedges, and I'm going to place my brie wedges on the board, and I'm just going to keep them together. Remember, the brie is the spreadable cheese. And I'm also going to get my Havarti. This one is the Havarti with dill, and I also have the plain Havarti. Those are cut in little squares, and I'm going to place that on the opposite side. And just keeping them all in pretty much the same spot. Next, I'm putting on the tray the crackers. These are actually wafers that I got at Target, and they're very, very light. I just love them with the cheese. And then I'm also using those little thin pretzel crisp. I think they have some Parmesan cheese on them. They're really, really yummy. I just love those. And then I have the little bite-sized toast, and we're going to add that to our little section on the tray where it has the crackers. And this could be used with the spreadable cheeses and also the liverwurst. Next, I'm getting my nuts. These are pistachio nuts. And I also have mixed nuts that are in the other bag, but I'm placing those around the Alouette spreadable cheese on that little heart tray so we can nibble on those delicious nuts. In addition, I want to add the honey in the little jar. I'm just placing that little jar on the charcuterie board. You could put that in a ramekin if you wanted to, but I think it's fine. It's a cute little jar. So I'm going to have that there. And then I also want to get my grapes. And I'm going to place my grapes and apple slices on the board, make it look really pretty. And finally, I'm getting those chives, and I'm just sprinkling them on the charcuterie board. And I'm also going to add, I think I forgot, the liverwurst slice. I'll be adding that to the tray. And also the Genoa salami that was wrapped in mozzarella. I'm going to place that on the board too. I put those little forks in the spreadable cheeses for easy access. And I think it's going to look really good.
And I almost forgot my little liverwurst slice. So I'm just going to put that right over here, right next to my spreadable cheeses. So there you go. Our Valentine's Day charcuterie board. I think it looks awesome. It looks great, very festive and very delicious. Now you might say, Doug, what kind of wine would you serve with something like this? So yummy. Oh my gosh, that's good. Well, basically I'm drinking a Spätlese Riesling wine. We're going to talk about, I'm going to show you right now what are some good pairings for wine and cheeses. Thank you so much for joining us on Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas today. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. And if you have not liked this video yet, please give it a like. Show me some love. It's Valentine's Day after all. And until next time, happy healthy living. Bye-bye.